Alright, so I'm at the crib, and this is one of the things that I want to shine light on because a lot of my people, when I say my people, being black people in America, we like to blame a lot of shit on police, but it don't be the right stuff. In this case, this right here, I gotta say, it was the right position to argue from. It was just the wrong way how he did it with his mannerisms. But you still see to a point how he won by what he said. And this is not really a win and lose thing. It's just in situations like this, what's oversaw or what's overseen is the situation that occurred. Like the initiation of the situation.
Hey, I'm supposed
Okay.
Alright, so this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna just give you the quick play-by-play. Young boy was walking past a police officer, very big police officer, big and black police officer, okay? Very intimidating by the view. He saw a young boy walking. He was on the other side of the road. He walks up to him, or he's walking past him, and the cop, if you hear it real quick, asks him, "Yo, you alright? You good? Alright?" Or something like that. Like, and young boy definitely he replied in a way I would have replied. I would have did a lot more sophisticated to where I'm putting the police officer in a position where he has to speak to me like a human and not like, you know, some just talking down to you. A lot of police officers have an issue with talking down to people, especially just the citizens. But here we go.
Go back.
I'm telling you, dude, I'm not
to Richland County, where it looks like they're now conducting a field sobriety test.
What's up with you, man? You know, why you asking me? Yes, sir. I'm just walking. Okay. Y'all supposed to walk on this side of the road, right?
We just checking on you, man. You said how you doing?
I'm just making sure because I got the throw, man. I'm supposed to be on that side or this side of the road.
I don't care what side of the road you walk on. You just keep walking. Well, all I asked you was if you was on.
I wasn't trying to walk up on y'all because out of respect, I was going to walk on that side to get more farther out the road, but I walked more closer to the cars. So I'm just trying to figure out to make sure I'm doing the right thing for future reference.
Yes, sir.
You kind of spooked
You do right.
Yes, sir. What's up? Like, I ain't on nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just walking to the store.
Okay, you keep walking to the store.
I'm just trying to make sure because he read me wrong just now when
He literally just asked how you doing, man.
Nah, he didn't say that.
Okay, have a good night, sir.
I want to tune in to the show. I want to see myself.
Have a good night.
Why you got the flashlight on me like that?
Because
That's disrespectful. You got it all in my face and shit.
sir, have a good night.
I don't do talk to you like that, huh?
You're interfering with police business at the moment. So have a good day.
Step back.
Okay, yeah, do that. I don't understand why you're still standing here.
If you curiosity, I stopped because he said something.
Bro, he was just asking
I was trying to keep going about my business. I stayed out y'all way and all. Look how y'all come respectful next time. Like, for real, y'all not respectful to no citizen. Like,
Anyway,
come on, bro.
So,
like, be for real. Be respectful. Ain't do nothing to y'all.
making sure you're having a good night.
Alright, that's cool. That's all cool. But y'all just escalated it.
Okay. Have a nice day. All right.
I kept it all calm and cool.
Okay. So you keep it calm. Okay. Bye. Have a good one.
No, don't do me like that. No, I was going. Then why you gonna tell me to go like that? But you telling me to go like that, bro? What you gonna lock me up?
You're unlawfully walking in the middle of the road, man.
Hey, bro, and that's what I just clear as they asked just now. What is the right way to roll? See what I'm saying? Y'all keep getting disrespectful with me.
Because I'm telling you to get off the scene.
Was I walking on the right side of the road?
And I said,
cleared
you sure
their
were.
ass. Then how you gonna tell me this now? You see what I'm saying? Y'all be so disrespectful.
Just walk.
Go.
Please, bro.
Learn how to dismiss somebody. That ain't how you dismiss nobody.
You must really want attention tonight.
I'm grown just like you grown, bro. I'm not no little kid. Just like you not no little kid. Respect me like I should respect you. Respect me like I should respect you, bro.
Cool. Have a good evening.
He's nowhere. He's. All right, pay attention to your actions. Okay.
Alright, now that Matrix is over with. Alright, go.
Now, my opinion about this, let's put it in perspective. I love watching OP Live. It's entertaining to watch the police, and it's entertaining to watch the civilians. I learn a lot of seeing humans communicate with each other the way we do, especially when some of us are caught red-handed, and when some of us think someone is doing something and don't want to let that go. I've seen that on here. But one thing that I do see is, for everybody who watches this video or runs into this, take a trip to Peacock. Go to OP Live and start with the first season, whatever number you wish. And for wherever you start, just finish that season from there. And I started out being so like on the cops' side, like, oh my God, look at what they deal with, the people and the mannerisms and everything like this, and like, oh, this person just got caught doing this. But then I started taking in verbal linguistics. I have to say that I didn't like how the police were choosing, and this is all over. This is like a nationwide problem. It's how they speak to people. They don't speak to them as if like they're there for them. It's like, we're here to manage you. You know what I mean? So in this case, or in this situation, I agree with young boy addressing the police, or that police officer, the way he did. The black big police officer who's on the police, I guarantee you, anytime he shows up to a scene, white police officers get very much calm, even that much more calm. They got guns, a badge, and you got this big black nigga with a gun and badge too. So I can only imagine the deterrent he naturally is just by his view. But what I didn't like, it seemed to where he showed it in this. OP Live is just like cops back in the days. It doesn't show you everything. It's not going to show you all the mishaps and the bad things that the cops do. It's only going to show you the good things, what they want you to see. But in them wanting me to see this, I don't know if they really meant to show us this, and you see this consistently, but this in this way. The young boy was moving to the right side of the road and was walking on the other side. You hear the black cop say, if you play it back, I don't care where you walk, just keep walking. Like, that's very antagonistic to start off with. Mind you, talking to somebody who ain't even part of the situation. It was this young boy chose to take an opportunity to go, hold on a second. Well, for future reference, you even hear him say that. Future reference, where am I supposed to allow, or where am I allowed to walk? Because you seem very spooked when I walked up. Like, and I personally feel like this is where we have to look at these things and dissect them. The police officer may have not seen him coming. By the time he did see him come, he may have been right there or just passing him. That startled him a little bit. So his reply to that, I want to say, feel like he wasn't scared or he wasn't taken off guard, to ask the person, hey, you all right? Okay, all right. In this case, though, he's talking to someone who actually is okay. It's just fine. And it's like, why would you ask me that? Like, why are you acting like that as a police officer? So he stops and asks, or which side of the road, how am I supposed to walk? Future reference. As he's talking, you see the police officer in the position that he is, like, you're in. Like, bro, there's no contest between you and this young man. And you have legal advantage over him. He steps up to him as if, like, to handle a problem. Like, yeah, so what's up? Like, I commend young boy for not acting out in most cases that I've seen people, or black people, act out in, on the show and off. He responded to it, but he didn't respond in a way where the police officer could take it somewhere. And you can see that when they all, to a point, started walking over to him. At this point now, no one chose to walk over to him and talk to him or get him away from the police officer or diffuse the situation when he was talking to the police officer initially. It wasn't until when he had walked off, and in the midst of walking off, he did not like the way he was dismissed. Why am I being dismissed this way? I didn't do anything. I was just walking past you guys. I thought I was doing it in a respectful way. And here it is. I'm being approached aggressively by an intimidating dude. Like, there's no way a guy of his size and his color would have been able to approach a police officer that way. He would have immediately gotten grabbed up. And the other cops would have hopped on him too. So for him to do that to a civilian, and this dude is a young dude, like definitely obviously younger than him. So then they move into a position where he's arguing the fact, and this is where I say I probably would have let this go. After I walked off the first time and I saw the police coming towards me, like, I probably would have been like, all right, I see what you're trying to do, like, or I see where you're trying to eventually take this where, like, I'm being, combative or something and y'all arrest me. So I'm going to just go ahead and leave. And I would have left. But he actually challenged that stance. And when they actually started walking up to him, like, in a way of like, oh, we're about to take care of you. The black guy that walks up behind Officer Brown, D. Brown, and to clear the air, Officer D. Brown is a very cool officer, very calm and cool officer. I've not many times seen him get aggressively irate, or I want to say not even out of hand, really, just excited with a person or a civilian, unless he's seen something. Like when he starts to act a certain way, he saw something. And in this case, you see D. Brown, when they're all over there talking to him, he's like, well, you're unlawfully walking in the road. And I'm like, whoa. The other cop who he initiated this with pretty much was, that wasn't even the reason why he said something to him. So now we're bringing up these sub reasons of you did something illegal that we could, and I felt like he realized how small and minute that stretch was, so he just resolved to, hey man, just leave, man, just leave, because now that in that sense of him saying, like, listen, all right, and just go, man, you got it, just go. In this case, if he keeps diving and going, now you could take him for obstructing a scene, or something like that. And eventually, again, these are arrests that once you go down there, book you, put your information in, and then you get let go. Like, these are not things that you get held up for and then you go to prison. But it was just one of those moments where I felt like I needed to record that and then post it so people can see the things that I know we can all say, oh, I've seen that, but in this case, in this manner, in this particular moment, I myself have not seen police do that. So to see this one black big cop do this, it's like, dang. So you guys can take it to its extremes when it comes to talking to civilians. So and it's unnecessary. This is just another point on people who grow up in junior highs and high schools, unseen, to a point, disrespected by their peers, or not shown any value by their peers at all. Once you get older and you get into certain industries of business or certain industries of jobs, you start to realize there's instant power given to you to talk and treat people how they do. So that's just one of the points I make. And there's going to be other points going the other way too. Like, these are just videos and information for us to look at, and hopefully people see, honestly, there's a problem on both sides. You have one side, they're doing this because it's been done to them to a degree, at some point, in some way, variation in their lives, and now they have the opportunity to do it to others. And at the same time, and there are good cops. I'm not saying all cops are like this. There are some cops, which I do believe is a very small amount of those cops, that are honorable cops. They talk to people like they're people. They only talk to you, or they only talk down to a person when you are acting in that manner. And even sometimes to regain your attention. But and then it's the other way around. There's countless times. There's an argument that I seen on here that was with one guy, and he's arguing, these boys is out here, they're just driving their bikes, and that's a whole nother conversation. Now, I'll do that video. I have to go back and find that. But stance on black people, trying to, victimize themselves, and, cops are messing with us. No, when you're doing something illegal, they're able to take that for advantage and look into the situation. you make yourself open to that once you've done something illegal or committed a crime.